tonight that we may know who that mask is, because Ilio DiPaolo, at a bout with the mask several weeks ago, came as close to unmasking him as anyone in the trade so far. Now, the mask has gone through about 7 times without having to take off the mask. He was disqualified once. He lost a decision once to DiPaolo, but it was deemed at that time, at least by the mask, that he didn't have to disclose his identity. But since that time, new rules have been set up here, and if he is beaten tonight, he takes off that mask. And as a special incentive, there is an extra $1,000 for Ilio DiPaolo if he can get that mask off. And don't think he won't try for it. Boy, they're going at it here right off the bat. A real slugging bee. The mask, a very powerful 245-pounder. Ilio DiPaolo, one of the most powerful wrestlers we've seen in a long time, from Abruzzi, Italy. And he loves it in there. You can tell by watching Ilio that he loves that give and take. Of course, he enjoys giving more than taking, but he doesn't mind taking once in a while, too. And tonight, this is a new DiPaolo in the sense that he is meeting force with force. Instead of trying to be scientific up to this point, he has just decided to go out and slug it out with the mask and see which one of them will have to give in first. And believe me, they're dishing it out right now. Those are solid punches and smashes that each one is taking. There's DiPaolo now, using the boot. This is strictly a slugging match so far. There's been about 1 wrestling hold shown. The rest of it is just brute force and brute strength. Now the mask up to something over there on the ropes. Strictly a slugging bee so far. There's the flying bear. And it's nice to know we're back in the wrestling ring. Ilio trying for the corner, into the corner ropes. And believe me, that mask has to be mighty tough, mighty strong to withhold and stand up under this so far. And look at him go. He's starting to slug it back. Looks like Archie Moore and Yvonne Durrell. Ooh, he caught him that time, right into the heart. He really loosened him up. The mask is tough, though. Boy, he takes that pounding. As a matter of fact, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't particularly enjoy this kind of a wrestling match. It is something to see the ability of these two to take and dish it out, but we'd kind of like to see a little more in the scientific wrestling. And so far, this has just been a battle of attrition with each one trying to see how much the other could take. That was a choke on there, which Petey Sacco broke up. Oh, right in the eye. There's blood now. The mask has drawn blood from Ilio DiPaolo's nose. I would suspect that the mask lost a few teeth on that last right hand. These are really shattering blows. There's the airplane spin. He's got him going, and boy, he keeps it up. Body slam. DiPaolo is down there for the fall. He's got it. There it is. Now watch that mask come off. And the mask still doesn't want to give it up, although he has been beaten. And the crowd gathering around here, around ringside, to see who that mask is. Referee Pete Sacco. There it is. Let's see who he is. It is, I believe, Bull Wright. Bull Wright. Bull Wright, who has been around here. We haven't seen him in 5 or 6 years. But it is Bull Wright, who wrestled here in this arena, 7 or 8 years ago. I haven't seen him since that time. And he has come back as the mask and finally was forced to take it off tonight. And not satisfied with what has happened, Ilio and the mask would like to go at it a little longer. Now, look at them. They're mad. They just don't want to stop. They just don't want to stop. There's some reason for this, because in their recent bout, the last time they met, Bull Wright, the mask, gave DiPaolo quite a going over. And apparently Ilio wants to get even tonight for it.
Ball, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. The winner, Ilio DiPaolo.
Look at Bull. He wants more of it now. And DiPaolo is willing to meet him halfway. Now we call upon the police to break it up.